You may not be happy, but you got to go deal with it. Are you in or are you out? If you don't do it, we're done. I'm gonna make you do stuff you don't want to do. Woo! Face things you don't want to face.
Push!
It'll be an experience where life will never be the same again. In over 30 years as an author, strategist, and coach, I've worked with millions of people who want to achieve their dreams. But now, I'm taking on my toughest challenge yet. You don't sit on the couch while your family's suffering. Helping families in crisis transform their lives.
I just want you to be with me.
In only 30 days. Price of admission here is if you can't, then you must.
Keep going.
There's only one way to figure out.
Do not quit on yourself!
Will you let me drive? Or will you let me
The ability we all have to face the most enormous challenge and turn it around.
I just want something.
You define what your successes are.
Take the hill! Wow!
I'm not letting you quit. That's my breakthrough.
Thank you! You got it! You got it!
We had everything we needed a year ago. We have a nice house in a nice neighborhood. We have decent cars.
We had a lot of money saved. We put some money away for the kids, for the future. We had it all.
I had a good paying job, but the company let me go after 23 years due to downsizing. So I decided to start my own business.
We put everything that we had, our savings, our 401k, everything into this business.
And every month, you know, there was just no money coming in.
And I said, look how much money you're losing. You have to shut the doors. We pretty much have nothing left.
I feel like it's my fault, and we are here because of decisions I've made. I feel like I'm a failure as a man, as a husband, as a father.
Ron and I are at the end of everything. Our marriage is just gone to pieces. The hardest thing is to try and act like everything's okay in front of the kids.
I don't want my children to see me like this. I'm not ready to let anyone see this.
Listen, you don't need me to tell you that we're living in scary financial times. In a moment, financial security can disappear. Like most Americans, Ron Stegner is in deep financial trouble. The bank's about to foreclose and take his home. But Ron's biggest problem is the love of his life. His wife, Marie, is considering leaving him and taking their 3 children. This is a story about what happens when a couple faces what they think is their most intense nightmare, when the American dream falls apart.
Hey, Susan, this is Ron Stegner, following up on that position that you had posted. I have tried everything. I've come to dead ends everywhere I've turned. Nothing else open right now? I don't know where or how I'm going to make the payments on the house.
We can't get a lot, all right? I can only get what we really need for lunches, all right? I feel like my whole life is crumbling right now. I feel ashamed, I feel embarrassed, and it kills me inside to say no to the kids. It's not on sale. We can't really get that right now, okay? We just have to wait. Is that all right?
Marie is scared, and she's resentful that Ron lost their life savings, and as a result, their marriage is now on the line.
That business was your thing. You wanted that. And now because it doesn't work out, you want to turn my entire life around? I know it's going to be turned around.
Your life's going to get turned around anyway. Either you pitch in and help get us out of this, or you don't.
I actually raised these kids. It's not like they're all adults now.
Right.
While
the kids are in school. So what does that, give you a pass not to work?
I can't look at him like I love him. I look at him as all the problems in my life right now. I want this relationship to work. But I'm so angry at him that I don't know if it can.
I'm at that point where I just don't know what else to do. I'm saying, help, please, help. I hope to look back on this and say, honey, we got through this. Right now, I'm not really sure.
I'm going to invite Ron and Marie to leave their home and come here to California to sit down with me to see if they can face the real truth. Are they willing to put aside their fears, their angers, and their hurts and come back together, focusing on what's most important and heal the relationship and heal their family? We're about to find out.
There he is.
This is a family that represents so many millions of Americans right now because the economy has just changed everybody's world. Ron?
Hello, Tony.
Nice to meet you. They have to be united to deal with this. No family can deal with the kind of stress you're having when they're divided. Nice to meet you.
Hi, you too.
Thanks for coming over. We're going to have to deal with that right away in order to make real progress. Tell me, why do you think you're here?
We've taken some chances in our lives with our savings, and basically, we were just upside down.
I feel like our relationship is gone.
Gone?
Gone. We don't have one anymore. We're like roommates.
If Marie ever said she wanted to leave me, I don't know how I would survive.
What if I were to tell you that everything going wrong was the most important thing that could have happened to you, and that wasn't being some positive thinking BS? I know beyond a shadow of a doubt, you can turn it around. You can. Whether you will or not, it's not my job, it's yours. Ron and Marie think their problems are financial, which they are. That's part of it, but that's not the real problem. The real problem is they have not been unifying during the stressful times. They've been separating. My job is to get these two to break this pattern and to start hearing each other. I'd really like to hear your point of view about what happened, why did it happen from your perspective, where things are now.
Right now, I'm pretty unhappy. I'm living, how much money do you have in your wallet? Because I have to go get $40 worth of food. Do you have enough? How are we paying for this? I feel like it's your fault. I'm sick of it.
I can't control what happened. It didn't work out the way we planned. We agreed that you would start working again.
I'll get a job, I'll do everything.
But you say it and it's not happening.
But it is happening.
It's not happening.
I am trying to make money between these kids' schedules. Who's taking care of them?
It's like there's a sinking ship. You want to do something, or do you want to just go down with it? The bank's going to come and take the house with this close at this point.
So me getting a part-time job,
it's
15 hours a week is just going to solve
it. It's going to help. We got to go through this right now.
The real problem in this relationship is how they argue. When it becomes you versus I feel, when everything's blaming you, it starts to get out of control. If that continues, there's no question this relationship's going to end.
If we both got jobs right now, guarantee yours would be priority. If you get a job, you will not alter your lifestyle
that's
for
ridiculous.
us. You see, whereas I would.
If you can go make 100 grand, I'll go do piddly jobs enough to make ends meet, if that's what we agree on.
There are very specific things that will destroy a marriage and destroy a relationship. First is criticism. You, my friend, you got to stop dictating to her like she's a coworker, and you got to shut up and listen. Here's what she was trying to say to you. She's saying, you don't see me as significant. You don't see what I do as important. You did it, well, oh, fine, I'll get $100,000 and I'll do piddly things was the language you used. Piddly. You know, caring for your children is not a piddly thing. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Totally.
Second piece that happens is contempt. Here's two people love each other, but when you roll your eyes, right, what does that do to him?
Makes him feel like...
So why do you do it?
To make him feel like...
Thank you for the honesty. I like that. This is good. We're going to get someplace with this kind of honesty, right? Okay? The first step of all this is to know this is not a financial problem. This is a communication problem.
Okay.
There's some things underneath that when they get solved, your life's going to be better than it ever was, regardless of the economy. What we're going to do is I'm going to give you a series of challenges, and they're going to escalate each time. So you have to grow. So you have to struggle. Tomorrow morning, I have an experience. I'm not even going to tell you what it is. I'm just going to tell you that you're going to find it extremely challenging. It's going to produce enormous fear, and you can choose not to do it. If you don't do it, then it was great visiting with you, and we're done. But here's what you're going to have to understand. Once you say yes, there's no turning back. Are you in or are you out?
I'm in.
Oh, God. I'm holding on to our relationship by a thread. And this is my only hope and my only chance to fix my life. You know, I'm out of my comfort zone right now.
Don't say yes unless you mean it.
I'm in.
You're in.
I'm in.
The journey's begun. Any breakthrough you're going to have in your life starts with a change in your beliefs. When you get yourself to do something you've never done before, and it's radically different, and you do it successfully, then your brain goes, what else can I do? So I've invited Ron and Marie to come here to Camarillo Airport, and they have no idea what I have in store for them. How are you?
Nervous, scared?
Okay, come on. Here's what you're going to be doing. This is a Russian MiG fighter jet.
That fighter jet looks like it's the most powerful thing on the face of the earth.
I was like, oh my God, what are we going to do?
It goes nearly the speed of sound. It can take a person through 10 Gs.
God.
Because when we talk about dealing with stress and pressure, if you can deal with it physically, you can deal with it emotionally. The task at hand, they are going to pilot a MiG fighter jet. Bill here is the most experienced fighter pilot in MiG jets in the world. So I'm putting you in really good hands.
All right, I'll see you in the car.
They've got so much stress in their life. One way to get yourself stronger is face it, a more intense stress.
You want to keep your nose on the horizon.
They're going to fly nearly the speed of sound.
That's how you know you're not diving.
They're both going to be pulling about 5 G. Most people will black out or throw up at that time. So this will be the ultimate physical stress. Who should go first? You appear more scared to me.
Oh, come on.
The best way to deal with fear is do it right away. So ladies first.
What am I doing?
Very proud of you.
This is it. I was just freaking out. Where's the puke bag?
Get the nose up. Pull back, pull back, pull back. We should stick all the way to the left real fast. Real fast. Hold it. Beautiful. You did a barrel. See my hands?
I don't know any other housewife doing a flip in a jet. It was the coolest thing I've ever done in my life.
She was petrified, but it didn't stop her. She took the bull by the horns. She flew that jet.
You did it.
Like this.
You did it.
The whole time I was scared.
But that's the lesson in life, right?
Oh,
You're
my
scared, but you
God.
do it
Proud of
anyway.
you. I can't even believe how proud of you.
Think about what this is like compared to your life, huh?
Yeah.
So now it's going to be your turn, and now here's your task. You got to do more than 5 Gs.
All right.
Right, you got to take it up another notch. Ron needs to show up and be the man again, and out of that's going to come some real pride. Sometimes he loses a little belief in himself as being human. It'll be really important after he does this that you come and let him know how you really feel, whatever that is.
Yeah, I forget that, you know?
We're going to go to 520 miles an hour, and then I'm going to hammer this thing with some serious G's.
You know, my heart was in my throat because I just didn't want to mess up.
Okay, here come the G's, here come the G's. Right now.
I never would have imagined being in this position ever in my life, and I was just enjoying it. It was a moment I'll treasure for a lifetime.
She's an animal. 5.6 Gs.
5.6 Gs! Oh!
It was unbelievable.
I'm very proud of him. I can't believe he did it.
It said a lot about their relationship, that underneath it all, there's this deep, deep love. It's just been hidden by fear. And when you get people to do things that they once thought were difficult or impossible, it makes a little shift in your head. You start going, man, if I get myself to do that, what else got to get myself to do? It's setting them up for the next test, which will be much more severe. They have no idea.
Challenge 1.
Yep.
We survived.
Hi.
How are you guys? Can I join you for just a couple minutes?
Please.
I think you now know that your real problems are not financial. Your real problems were more relationship-driven. You both lost perspective on what you do have. When you think about 2/3 of the planet lives on less than $2 a day, and we just lose that. We all do it because we're fortunate. You got to get out of the environment you're in. So I'm not sending you home to New York tomorrow. I'm sending you to downtown Los Angeles, literally to Skid Row. And when you go to Skid Row, I'm going to send you the Midnight Mission. They serve 700,000 meals to men, women, and children that truly have nothing. I'm sending you there so that you can live there as homeless people. You'll stay there until you really, truly get the lesson, however long that takes. Their deepest fear is that if they had no money, they'd have no life. They need to experience something like that to show themselves that they can make it under that stress.
We're just gonna walk around and find some place to live? What are we gonna do?
I don't know.
I'm gonna be sleeping on the street. I'm too scared. I can't, Ronnie, I can't. Listen to me. Then you go. I'm not going first. I'm not going first.
The area of LA you don't see on TV, right?
So I decided I'm going to have them spend a week as a homeless couple in Skid Row in downtown Los Angeles.
I can't.
Nothing's gonna happen to you.
I can't right now. I'm too scared. Ronnie, I can't. Listen to me. Then you go.
I am gonna go.
I'm not going
with
first.
you.
I'm not going first.
Regular people.
this. I was so overwhelmed I was actually numb.
We were too late to get a bed ticket, which meant that we were to sleep outside in this courtyard.
What you want to do is you want to lay the cushion down first, put the sleeping bag on top of that, and then the blanket. You look around, other folks are getting ready, you're doing the same thing, just staking out your territory.
All I see is just tons of people, all kinds. Some looked like they were crazy, some looked like they just were living on the streets for years.
My only thought was that I was there to protect my wife's safety, you know, that nothing was going to happen to her. But inside, I'm getting torn up. This is reality. This is reality. I'm going to get stronger for this.
No, I don't want to go in your spot. Where is your spot?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Older guy had been homeless for, I think he said about 20 years. He gave us some ins and outs, do's and don'ts.
A good stride to keep to yourself. Somebody is passing you saying, cabbie, cabbie, cabbie. They're not talking about that they're driving a cab. They're talking about selling drugs.
Do they check you when you come in?
No, they don't
Like,
check
you walk in and out?
Not for weapons either?
Not for weapons either.
Really?
That's one of the reasons why you have to keep a watch.
There are hardcore people all around us, and they mean business. And I know that I have to watch everything I say, every move I make. You just don't know what's going to happen next around here. I'm going to be right next to you. You're not getting out of my sight. You're not getting out of my reach.
I feel like I've never needed you more than I do now. I was afraid to go to sleep, but he just stayed in front of me, totally protecting me.
The whole reason I gave them this assignment was to create a new bond in their relationship. This was a chance for them to discover what matters most and how much they need each other. The question is, will they get the lesson or will they just get the pain?
I was trying to sleep. It's only 4 in the morning.
I think right now we kind of got to go wait online for a meal ticket. Here's the routine every morning. They wake you up around 4:30, you're up, you're out. At 6 o'clock, you start lining up for your breakfast ticket.
Thank you.
Single file, go in and get your morning grub.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Go faster.
The next step is to wait in line for safe sleep in order to get a cot.
Safe sleep that way, man.
There was no way that we were going to sleep outside in this courtyard again.
I don't think this is the line.
Are you on the line for the safe sleep? Safe sleep line. What'd you say? No. You think I asked?
Yeah.
Cabbie, that's what they call crack around here, cabbie.
Name?
Marie Stegner.
There you go.
Number 26 is Ron Stegner.
Thank you, guys. The mission is a program to help people. We kind of made it clear that whoever needed us in any capacity, that we'd be willing to help. So we are keeping sane by keeping busy. If you don't keep busy, it's like an eternity waiting around.
Watch what you grab from out of here because there's syringes, crack pipes, broken glass.
Ah, nice. You've seen it all, huh?
Yeah.
At times, I felt very stir crazy. Hour by hour, minute by minute, the days just linger on and on. It all just kind of sucks the life out of you.
I don't know how much more of this I can take. Freaking not eating right.
It's almost over.
I feel like I lost like 5 pounds already. Sleeping on the floor for 5 days. I'm taking a shower outside. It's freaking no toilet seats on the toilet. I'm tired of wearing the same clothes I wear all day in the dirt outside to sleep. And then I gotta freaking put the same clothes back on. This is not like good for me, Ronnie. I can't do this anymore.
Try to hang in for another day or two, and it's
I know,
never done.
Ronnie, but I'm like hanging on by a thread right now.
I know how you feel. I know. I'm just drained in every freaking way possible. Let's just get through this night, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. I mean, it's almost over. My wife is at a fragile breaking point right now.
I don't want to do it anymore.
She's endured way more than I expected her to. Very, very close to just packing this whole thing in. I don't know how much longer I can do this for.
The only way to deal with your fear is go through it. You know, what's the old phrase? When you're going through hell, keep going. If you can do that, then afterwards, it doesn't have the same hold on you.
At this point, I'm not sleeping good, probably 2 to 3 hours a night. I'm not eating right. Ron wants me to stay in. I don't want to let him down, but it's really difficult for me to keep going.
I've seen you around.
So what's going on? Just trying to get a feel of how it is to be down here, you know? How to survive.
Me, myself, I had drug and alcohol problems. I was a stripper for 30 years, and at times I really, really hate it because it gets really rough.
It's a hard life for women. People look at you like, you know, you're nothing. We can do anything to you. Yeah.
Maria's seeing women who've been homeless, who've been through hell and back, all kinds of abuse, and hopefully she starts to get some perspective.
You just have to live it to understand it.
Part of why I designed this process is for her to begin to appreciate what she does have, especially in her marriage.
I don't feel good. I mean, I'm hanging on so we can get through this, but
I never thought we would get this far. I never. All this craziness all about, and we just kept working together and making decisions together. I couldn't tell you how proud of you I am.
there's no way I could have stayed here without you.
Yeah, I need a hug.
This is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, and Ron was there for me. This was the place for Ron and I to be able to connect again.
People are stronger than we give them credit for. People usually step up when they really are put on the line. That is, if you can unify them. Hey, strangers.
Hey.
Scare you.
Right, I thought someone was going to grab me.
How are you?
How do we look?
You actually look pretty damn good. Probably better than you feel, huh?
Are you coming to take me home, I hope?
Well, it depends. I slept in my car. I'm 17 years old because I got kicked out of my house.
All right.
I brought you here because I know that after that experience, I appreciate everything. I want to take you guys home, but the only way you get to go home now is by the people who are around you judging them. I decided to create this group interaction at the end with strangers and people they worked with to decide whether they could go home or not, because to win those people over, they're going to have to be completely authentic, and they're going to have to really own the lesson, not just understand it intellectually. So there's going to be a meeting in the cafeteria, and what you're going to need to do is to get up and share what lessons have you gotten from this. And if the majority of them say, you got the lessons, you're going home. If they don't, you have another week here. So you guys ready? Yeah. Okay, let's bring them on out then.
Hey, guys.
Let's have a seat. They're on your side, but they do want to hear what lessons you got.
Well, Tony, I'm going to disrupt your little format, and now it's my turn. I know you said you had been homeless at one time, and
yes,
appreciate that, but to tell you the truth, that doesn't compare to what we've been through. But until you go through 7 nights on Skid Row with your wife, don't tell me about living in a Volkswagen, because it doesn't compare. The greatest challenge was not facing homelessness. Our marriage had been suffering because my priorities were a mess. So first and foremost, my challenge was to put her above every other priority in my life. And I've done that.
That's the number one lesson I wanted you to have. That's the number one lesson I wanted you to have. You've been scared to death, but I watched you overcome it because of your caring for her. You weren't focused on yourself. I mean, you gotta be proud of it. I'm gonna get in my face. Yeah, you don't know what it is.
Right,
I love that.
That's right. I'm not backing down from anybody, man. I just spent a week in Skid Row, man. You don't intimidate me at all. Who's he?
Before, it was all, I'm not getting what I want, and so you don't matter. Now it's like, I'm gonna do things I hate to support you because I love you. Maria, what's changed for you in your perspective, and where are you guys going?
These people. And how can I even complain when these people have gone through what they've gone through? I honestly feel in my heart that the only thing that means something to me is my relationship with my husband and my children, because if I don't have them, I don't have anything. I feel like I'm so connected with him that now I just want to go forward.
That was the other lesson, is to realize what you have. Really realize what you have.
Feeling worthless, having my kids ask me, are we poor? I'm not poor. I'm broke. I'm not poor.
That's good.
I watched you guys over the 7 days, and I saw the terror when you walked into our courtyard the first time. But I also saw you guys sharing with people. And treating somebody like they're somebody is a gift that sometimes is worth more than any wealth or money.
So, do you think they've learned the most important lessons that will empower them when they go home? If you believe that's true, I'll count 3, and I'll ask you to just stand up for him. If you don't, remain in your chair. 1, 2, 3. You're going home.
I feel like I accomplished what I came here to accomplish. I feel the oneness with my wife. Right now we have so much love boiling over, making our family stronger. Let's go.
We've accomplished so much. We've gotten to the core issue of how to put this couple back together. But there's another issue still needs to be dealt with, and it's the practical one of economics. Now it's time to bring in the whole family.
What's up?
For Ron, this family meetings, to face his fear of looking like a failure and tell the truth about where they are financially, but also to get them to face that they have to do something. There is zero plan, and we need one now. Tell us where you really are financially.
Pretty scary. We closed the business, almost $100,000 that we owe to the franchise. Wow. The bank is foreclosing on our house. Our credit is shot.
So, what's your impression? What are you feeling?
Look at what you've done in 2 weeks. You're enormously powerful people. In 2 weeks, you have completely transformed your relationship and your lives. Remember that.
Now that there's this awareness that we have, as far as the immediate fix as a family, we can all pitch in to help it. Other than that, Marie probably has to get the job that's most available, work that situation for a while, and let Ron be a little bit more flexible, because jobs will come.
And with that, let me tell you your next task. I'm going to introduce you tomorrow to a woman who heads up MomCore. MomCore is a national organization that's designed to help people in the exact position that you're in. They're going to meet with you, and then they're going to have you hit the pavement. You go until you get damn good at not just taking interviews, but closing the deal.
Just go for it and have fun doing it. Get to like a paycheck. Get to like that paycheck.
What do you think?
Okay.
Here's your task. What if I told you I could get you back on a career track?
When do I start?
I'm going to send you to meet a man that's named Willie Deagle. He's an entrepreneur. He decided to start some steakhouses in this economy, and he's growing like crazy. In order to be that successful, his level of standard is completely, totally insane. What he expects of people is inhuman. And he fires people right and left. But if you can keep up with him, if you can deal with his absolute craziness, then there's some amazing opportunity with him. Are you up for it?
Sounds great.
Ron needs to be tested. If he's going to have a new career, he needs to step in 1,000,000%. He can't be hesitant. He's never met anybody like Willie Deagle. I mean, he's tough as nails. Ron has his hands full like he can't even imagine. I can't wait to see how he's going to respond when he meets him.
Willie, nice to meet you.
Welcome to Uncle Jack's, Ron.
Thank you.
You got this far, the rest is up to you.
Good.
So what happened? You went into your own business?
I wanted to be the best damn recruiting company in New York. I really thought it was a no-brainer.
Nothing wrong with risk, as long as you learn from it.
I'm learning, and I'm learning hard.
This is a rebuilding process for you. If I'm gonna put time and effort and bring you in here and give you a job, you gotta shed all of that. You gotta say, I'm ready to give this guy my soul. You ready to go?
Willie, I'm absolutely ready.
So stand up, scream it, because I can't hear you. You what?
I'm absolutely ready. I'll exceed every expectation you have.
You gotta live up to that.
I guarantee you that.
When you want to quit and you want to doubt yourself and you want to say no, you want to cry, you want to whine, remember what you just said. I'll give you a shot. As long as you're on that team. You're a quitter, we're throwing you right out the window.
Willie's an intimidating guy, no nonsense. My nerves were going. Haven't been in the restaurant business in over 20 years, and I'm not quite sure what to expect.
This is the major leagues, man.
Yeah.
Midtown Manhattan, right off of Fifth Avenue.
Yep.
This is the most fine dining steakhouse in the city. Every morning we start our day with a complete and thorough walkthrough of everything. Why don't you take some time, go around, check this out.
There was a lot involved in setting up this restaurant for lunch. This was a tremendous learning curve for me, and it's totally overwhelming. I'm in the front, making sure the sidewalk is clean, no hazards.
I gotta be honest, man. I'm watching you, you're doing your thing over here, and I just turn around, you just spit right in front of the restaurant. In a dining room full of guests, dining room full of bar, and you're spitting on the sidewalk. I got like a multi-million-dollar restaurant to run, and it's not with people who spit in front of the restaurant. You're probably not for us.
Hi.
There are so many people who have to take care of the kids and have to work. And it doesn't matter if it's hard. It's time for Maria to step up and be a full partner.
Can I get you anything to drink or? No, thanks. I'm great.
The reason for Marie to go to work, other than the obvious economic challenges family has to deal with, is there's a larger pattern that has to be broken. Marie needs to be able to trust herself again in new environments and not just think of herself as one-dimensional.
I've actually been out of the workforce for probably about 8 years. When they ask me, what have I been doing, there is that little fear.
I would certainly mention working for your husband's business. What did you handle?
Well, the bookkeeping.
Well, that's huge.
It's not on my resume. I guess I should add it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I would say I have been home for 8 years, and I am dying to use this other side of myself.
Yeah. I haven't been in the workforce in years. I don't think my resume is good enough, but I'm doing it. If Ron's going back to work, then I'm going back to work.
I never expected, after I set Ron up to go to work at Willie's restaurant, that he'd screw up on his first day and get fired by the manager there.
Where is this guy? Where's he hiding? This is the problem. Like, you don't realize, you see that sidewalk? We scrub that sidewalk every day. You gotta get that. You spit on the sidewalk?
Can I say something?
Don't yes me. Now get your butcher jacket on and get downstairs, please.
Fortunately, Willie was very gracious and he gave him another shot. And I hope to heck that Ron learned his lesson.
Come on, let's go. Richard's going to mop the floor for me. I'm just going to try to keep his area tidy. I am willing to do whatever it takes to prove myself, show what I'm worth, whatever it takes to get the job done. Welcome to Uncle Jack's. Thanks a lot. You're welcome. Uncle Jack's Steakhouse, 34th Street. How may I help you?
Come on, let's keep moving. This is the lunchtime right now. People gotta go, man.
Christian, how you doing, my friend? You ready for tonight? Ready for tonight. It's Friday night. We're expecting a rush. I just wanted to be on point with everything that was going on in that restaurant. There was no way I was going to let this man down. Jeff, that one more. Cool. Bobby, they wanted to cook a little more?
I'll make sure it's medium well.
That's a good thing. You came in quick. You took care of the problem.
All right, good boys.
Excuse me, sir. We apologize for the delay.
That's what you do. You walk there, you walk up, you walk around.
So the VIPs are good, Jose? Yes. They're all good. Thank you.
Atta boy.
How are things, ladies?
Everything's going good so far.
What are you doing?
He's talking to Bobby while Bobby should be taking care of the customers.
What's happening, amigo?
He's running for mayor now, hanging out with the staff.
How was everything so far, folks?
Here it comes. Watch. That's his line.
How are you, gentlemen? How's everything going?
He says, how's everything going? One more time. Unbelievable. It's a lot to ask from a guy. Never been in this business. But you know what? You got to get it.
Right here, Ron.
Okay. Ronnie, come on in. I was up here watching you on your cameras. You're too lackadaisical with the staff. You're buddies. You're not a true leader.
I'm trying to do the best I can here to build relationships with these guys so that there is some trust.
See, that's that corporate mentality because you're buddies with the guy next to you in the other booth. Here, your job is to lead the store. I need Ron to straighten up his act and have some balls in leadership. I really don't know. I got to go. I'll talk to you later, all right?
I'm trying my best. I wanted to make him proud, but he kept coming at me.
If you're going to work for him, that's what you're going to be dealing with. And this is how I do it. I fail, I come back, and I fix it. Talk to him.
Okay, great. Bye-bye. You can sit down. What's up, Ronnie?
Just wonder if I can take a minute of your time. I don't know much about the restaurant business right now. You know a lot. There's a few things that you can't teach me. I am loyal to a fault. I can do this job. If you give me the opportunity, I will make this place the absolute best it could be.
You know, Ron, I interview guys that have been doing this job 20 years, but they don't have your heart. I see some good things, I see some bad things, but can I build a store around you? I don't know yet.
I'm not perfect, but I worked as hard as I could, and I did all that I could to try to impress this man. And now it was up to him as to whether there was any room for me or not.
Well, it's time for all the pieces of the puzzle to come together now. I called Ron and Marie, and I'd given them 24 hours to get here to LA, to the Wadsworth Theater.
Thank you.
And so this is the final task. Can you convince a couple thousand people that you got the lesson, that you've locked in the change? I'm really grateful you came tonight, because tonight is a story about something that, unfortunately, not only most Americans fear, but too many Americans are actually experiencing. Where for the first time, people are unemployed who are incredibly skilled, who have tremendous ability, and the times demand more from us. And so tonight, we're gonna meet a couple that managed to find a way to reclaim themselves. They came on an incredibly difficult journey, but they grew on levels that are extraordinary. Please bring out Ron and Marie Stegner. What lesson or what meaning or what experience would you share with anybody who might be at home tonight?
We've really learned that the important things in life are each other, our family, and where we're going to go from here.
So you're worrying about taking care of your kids and the priorities and how to take care of them and work. And so I first sent you to meet somebody by the name of Allison O'Kelly. Allison, where are you? Give her a big hand if she come on up. There she is. So Allison, you interviewed her. How did she come across for starters?
She was great. She would make you think that she's just been a housewife, and that's not the case at all.
Is there a company here that's willing to employ her after all these interviews?
Maid Brigade, who you interviewed with, is so excited about you, and they want to offer you a position as a consumer health advocate.
I went out, I did it, I got a job. I am so happy and so proud of myself. I'm bringing money in. Oh my God, this is what I wanted. This is it.
All right. Ron, there's a particular entrepreneur that I thought could be a mentor for you. What's it been like working for Willie Deagle?
He's a very demanding boss. He's animated, he's intense, but I enjoyed it immensely.
Willie Deagle is in the house. I want to find out what he thinks. Willie, would you come on up? Give him a big hand. Now tell me about this man. He came to work for you.
If you get to me, I give you a really tough interview. Because what I feel is, if I scare you on your interview, I don't need you to work for me.
Has he earned the right to really join your team with all that he's done?
So you're going to give me 100, Ron?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because I'm going to give you a $100,000 job. You're going to be a manager. You're going to be a restaurant manager. I'm going to incentivize you. And within 1 year, you work your butt off. You showed me you got more in you. I'll open a restaurant, put you in charge, run it. You'll be a working partner, Ron. You ready for this, Ron?
I am so grateful. Thank you for giving him the opportunity.
Thank you. He worked hard. You should be proud of him.
And I won't let you down. I'll work as hard as I possibly can and do everything I can to make you proud. It really was surreal. I mean, everything is falling into place for us. Marie and I are as tight as could be, and we're moving forward, just enjoying the journey every step of the way now.
I am so proud of you. You have done everything that I have always wanted. You have stood up for me. You have loved me. You have protected me. I am just so proud of you. You have come such a long way, and I'm so happy that I was on this journey with you because I love you so much.